This terrifying footage comes from TikTok user Jack's Paranormal. The eerie footage quickly spread across the platform, drawing attention for how genuinely terrifying the ghost encounter seemed. Take a look for yourself. Staring through the window pane, it's obvious. There's nobody behind that door. Yet, somehow, the handle jerks and twists with violent force. Could it be wires? A hidden mechanism? Or something more sinister? Perhaps a full-blown supernatural outburst. Whatever the cause, the clip cuts off right as the terrified man bolts out of frame. So who or what was causing this event? A ghost, demon, or something far more sinister? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Previously, we featured Arash Afnan, who had been experiencing extreme paranormal activity in his home. This time, while Arash and his son were enjoying a calm Saturday night, that peace was suddenly shattered by something sinister. It all began after he allowed his son to stay up later than usual, thinking it would be a harmless treat. In hindsight, he likely regretted that decision, because what followed wasn't just unsettling, it was deeply terrifying. No child should ever have to witness something so disturbing.
Lubis, tidur dalam bilik Lubis. Lubis. Lubis.
The night quickly spiraled into chaos, first with toys moving on their own, then a rug that seemed to levitate off the floor. But the most chilling moment came when a toy microphone began flashing unexpectedly. This wasn't just any toy. It was an old, touch-activated mic that usually required a solid 15 seconds of firm pressure just to turn on. Even Arash himself often struggled to get it working. So for some unseen force to activate it effortlessly, something unexplainable was clearly at play. It was as if a ghost had focused real, deliberate energy, enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. One quiet evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Heather Paul was relaxing on her front porch with a bowl of ice cream. Her husband and their 2 sons sat beside her, enjoying the warm night air. But what began as a peaceful moment quickly turned chilling when Heather noticed something down the street that sent a cold shiver racing through her spine.
There's like little mosquitoes.
What kind of going on there? What? What did you say? What did you say, Mommy? I didn't hear you.
You gotta keep that open so it doesn't get all musty in there.
You can't tell me it's not good.
In a hushed, uneasy voice, Heather whispered to her family, "She scares me." Confused, her husband and kids glanced around, seeing nothing out of the ordinary. They didn't notice the pale figure in white slowly walking just 20 feet away. Heather later described the woman as resembling a 1950s-era nurse, complete with an old-fashioned uniform and a disturbingly wide grin. Terrified and unnerved that no one else had seen her, Heather rushed to check the front door security footage. And there it was. The same eerie figure gliding past their house, caught clearly on camera.
It just immediately creeped me out, so I just kind of like jumped.
But the story only got creepier. Heather's home was located just a mile from one of Pennsylvania's most infamous abandoned buildings, an old psychiatric institution known as the Philadelphia State Hospital at Byberry.
So a little backstory, I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them lost their lives because they were just treated so horribly. The conditions that hospital was in was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through. And these people just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so overcrowded. Like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme.
With 2 student nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their medications, and try to keep the place clean.
Now, when I was a kid growing up, we used to definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold, it's not normal, it feels weird. Like you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies, and there was still those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there, and I'm like, oh my God.
Then came a chilling twist. Heather's father, who had grown up in the very same house, watched the footage and immediately recognized something. He recalled a woman named Linda, who had lived next door during his childhood. In the 1950s, Linda had worked as a nurse at none other than the Byberry Mental Hospital. So, was it the ghost of Nurse Linda still wandering the streets decades later? And if it wasn't her, why was Heather the only one who could see the mysterious figure? In this scary video, a man named Zachary managed to record something terrifying events on his camera. The entire incident unfolded inside his workplace. One day, while Zachary was down in the factory's storage area, handling a few mundane tasks when it happened. He just so happened to be recording a quick video to show his friend how dull his job was. An innocent moment that led to a chilling discovery caught on camera. Down in that dimly lit room, objects moved on their own, and Zachary stood frozen, stunned by the wave of paranormal activity unfolding around him. Once the video ended, he wasted no time escaping and immediately reported the incident to his manager. To his relief, the footage was convincing enough to earn belief, but not enough for any action to be taken. Since then, no other ghostly event has been reported in that area. Still, every time Zachary steps into that storage room, a lingering sense of dread reminds him of what he saw and what might return. A single father had just moved into a new home with his daughter, unaware of the grim history tied to the property. Built in the late 1900s, the house harbored a dark secret. Rumors claimed that a construction worker had died in the basement during its development. Curious and increasingly disturbed by the strange occurrences they were already experiencing, the father began researching, only to discover that the story was horrifyingly true. With unexplained noises and growing paranormal disturbances, he became convinced that the ghost of the worker was still lingering. Determined to document the haunting, he set up a camera and conducted a small test with his daughter's help.
Okay, so there's been a lot of paranormal, creepy stuff that's been happening in my basement because when my basement was being built, somebody died down here, and my house was built in 1982. Oh, my door just moved. Okay, it's kind of creepy. Is anybody in there? Should I go in there?
I guess, yeah. Let's look.
Nobody's in there. behind the door. Well, this really doesn't have anything in it. Okay, maybe we should just go back out now. Okay, I think that should be it. I don't know. Whoa. Okay.
Wait a minute, I can't. Hang on, let me turn on the night.
Okay.
Wait.
Is it on? Is night vision on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Wait, what is it?
Oh my god, the chair's moving. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just go upstairs now.
To their surprise, the experiment produced chilling results. The bathroom door opened entirely on its own, with no visible force responsible. Between that and several other eerie, unexplained moments, the footage captured something truly unsettling. The most disturbing part came near the end, when strange sounds echoed from upstairs, sealing the deal. The father uploaded the video to social media, gaining widespread attention, but he wasn't finished. To confirm the paranormal activity, they ran a second test. This time, he would randomly enter the room and begin filming, hoping to catch the spirit off guard. Both of them were skeptical, but they were in for another scare.
What are you doing, Catherine?
Playing a game.
Yeah, where's everybody at?
Upstairs. I've been playing, I've been hearing a whole bunch of weird stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it's kind of creeping me out, so, I don't know, this game's getting really boring. Let's just turn this off. Okay. Oh my god, this is so scary, isn't it?
What was that?
Whoa. My boot just fell. Whoa. Should I pick it up?
It's moving by itself. That chair just moved.
Whoa. Okay. It's kind of creeping me out. Let's go this way. Oh, I just feel like I got slapped in the stomach. And chair, and the door's opening. Oh my god.
Did that door just open by itself?
Yeah. Let's just go into this room here. The light's not working. We're gonna need the night vision here.
Why isn't the light working?
I don't know. It's just not working.
Alright, hang on. Let's see here if I can turn it
Is it on?
on. Okay.
Okay, let's just start looking around and see if anything moves in here. So actually pay attention to everything. I don't even know what these are up here.
Wait, what's going on over here?
Moving? Holy cow.
Go look over there. Let's get out of here.
Okay, let's go.
In the second video, the poltergeist appeared much more aggressive. Wherever the father pointed his camera, something unnatural occurred. It became painfully clear that the spirit, believed to be the worker who died during construction, was restless, but its anger seemed unfairly directed at the innocent family. Still, the father refused to abandon his home. He eventually ended the ghost hunting experiments, hoping that denying the spirit attention would cause it to fade. For a short time, the plan seemed to work. The house fell eerily silent, but the peace didn't last long, because the daughter unknowingly triggered yet another chilling event while filming a lighthearted video on Snapchat. Dancing and laughing for her friends, she had no idea something unseen was watching. Mid-recording, the door behind her suddenly slammed shut, violently and without reason. Luckily, her phone captured the exact moment it happened, and she later uploaded the creepy footage to YouTube. What started as a simple move to a new home has turned into an ongoing saga of paranormal encounters. And if more ghost sightings or terrifying footage surface from this family, we'll be sure to update you. 3 siblings were hanging out in their parents' bedroom when they claimed to witness something truly bizarre, a chair rocking back and forth on its own. It looked as if some unseen force had taken a seat, gently moving it with intention. With both the front and back of the chair fully visible, it was clear that no one, at least no one human, was responsible for the motion. Which leads us to the chilling question. If no one was there, then what was? Before jumping to conclusions, take a look at the footage yourself.
Okay, I'm here with my cousin Braden, my cousin Benton, and my brother Karsten. And this is our parents' bedroom. And we've been catching this rocking chair moving by itself. And nobody believes us. But we're all here at home alone, and we're going to see if we can catch it now. Somebody want to ask it to move?
I will. Please, sir or ma'am, please move the chair if you can.
Or male or female, move.
I'm scared.
Me too.
Probably ain't going to do it with us sitting here.
Oh, I'm so scared, cousin. Why does the tragic cousin move?
Is it moving a little bit?
Oh my gosh.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Oh. Oh. Man, that's so creepy. Why do we have to stand here? Huh?
Wait, hold on, wait. Somebody go see if somebody's behind there.
I will.
How do we have to do this?
Oh, no, it's behind there. Oh,
Let me
gosh.
see. Let me get it on camera.
Oh, gosh.
But it is moving. And nobody's back
I'm
there.
so scared.
And plus, you can see in the mirror. Nobody's standing behind there while it's moving.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's slowing down now. Is it going to do it anymore for us? Nope. Stop. So there we go. We got it on camera.
What made this ghostly moment even more disturbing was that the chair didn't start moving at random. It responded after the kids spoke to it. That alone was enough to convince them that a spirit had answered. The trio was understandably shaken, though having each other there helped keep the fear from spiraling out of control. Fortunately, they managed to capture the entire paranormal moment on camera. After sending it to their mother, they uploaded the clip to YouTube in hopes of finding answers. Most viewers dismissed it, but those who've experienced the supernatural know the truth might be far more unsettling. This scary video was recorded in an abandoned and haunted place, somewhere in Indonesia forest. Once a bustling apartment complex, this now rotting structure has become a horror hotspot, complete with pitch-black hallways, no cell signal, and an eerie silence broken only by buzzing mosquitoes, and something far more sinister. YouTuber Lorong Mystery and his team decided to explore the place firsthand. As they combed through the decaying halls, something, or someone, peeked at them from the bushes, as if silently inviting them into its haunted domain.
Langsung kita lanjut ke ruangan. Kita langsung lanjut ke bangunan sini aja pemirsa. Kita langsung lanjut uji nyali. Karena kita udah 2 bangunan kita explore dan kini sudah saatnya uji nyali. Baik. Yuk, ikuti saya.
Locals tell a tale that's both absurd and bone-chilling. According to them, whistling inside a certain room after midnight is a direct invitation to the spirit world. Long ago, a ritual involving a specific whistling tune was performed there, one that supposedly transformed the whistler into something no longer human. Ever since, terrifying events have plagued the building, ghost sightings, vanishing tenants, and a cursed reputation so strong it cleared out the entire complex. Still, Lorong Mystery, skeptical yet fearless, accepted the challenge without hesitation. But what happened with him next is truly horrifying. Take a look yourself.
Allah. Gerak dengan sendirinya. Tadinya botol ini ada di atasnya nih pemirsa.
Not long after whistling inside the infamous room, a heavy container came crashing violently to the ground. Could it have been a coincidence? A gust of wind? Possibly. But what followed left no room for doubt. Something unseen had been awakened, and it wasn't happy at all.
Allah, terdengar dari suara sini pemirsa. Allah, dingin sekali sini pemirsa. Terasa dingin sekali. Allah. Sini seperti, bukan seperti ya emang. Ada sarung. Allah, sarung terbengkalai. Suara aneh, langsung suara aneh tadi.
A faint white translucent figure can be seen gliding across the frame. Some might write it off as a camera glitch or an odd reflection, but a disturbing pattern was forming. Every time the whistling began, so did the activity. Even more unsettling, the investigator seemed unaware of the figure right behind him, until the next chilling moment unfolded.
Semakin kencang suara yang berkokok. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa alihi wasallam. A'udzu bikalimatillahi tammati min syarri Allah. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad. Allah. A'udzu bikalimatillahi tammati min syarri Allah. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad. Allah. A'udzu bikalimatillahi tammati min syarri Allah. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad. Allah. Seperti letupan. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, apa itu?
Without warning, a light bulb shattered behind him, exploding onto the floor. Now fully alert and visibly shaken, he stopped whistling immediately. But it was already too late. Something far more sinister was unleashed.
Bang Hadi, buruan Bang Hadi. Bang Hadi, buruan Bang Hadi. Allah, Allah, ya Allah, 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 Allah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Bang Hadi, bang, buruan bang. Ya Allah, itu berat.
Hearing an eerie noise nearby, he began chanting, hoping to drive out whatever presence lingered. But mid-recitation, a shadowy figure slithered across the doorway, followed by the door slamming shut on its own. Any rational person would have run, clutching sage and prayer beads. But not him. He stayed. Brave, reckless, or maybe just too far in to turn back.
Allah, Allah. Ya Allah, sekelebat hitam dari sana. Ada sosok hitam. Hei, ente nantangin. Sini. Berantem. Allah. Menggema. Allah. Allah. Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. Ya Allah.
Then the graffiti on the wall began to distort and writhe, almost as if it were alive. In a terrifying twist, the investigator was yanked backward by an invisible force, like something straight out of The Conjuring. So what do you believe? Just another true urban legend? Or did Lorong mystery truly awaken a spirit that should have stayed buried? Drop your theories in the comments below.
Ya Allah.
A paranormal investigator ventured into a notoriously haunted location, and what they captured will send chills down your spine. Sitting motionless on the stairs was a shadowy figure that looked like it had stepped straight out of a horror movie. Its presence was unnatural, almost like it was waiting. So, who or what could it be? A spirit? A demon? Or something far worse? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. On the night of June 25th, 2024, Beto was preparing for a simple shower when things took a sinister turn. It was around 10 p.m., a completely normal hour for winding down. Out of courtesy, he had let his son shower first since the child had school the next morning. But as soon as Beto stepped into the bathroom for his turn, the calm quickly unraveled. An unsettling presence seemed to fill the room, prompting him to grab his phone and start recording. What makes this encounter even more unnerving is that neither the house nor any of the items within had a history of paranormal activity. This was the very first sign that something supernatural had arrived.
No seas mamón. Vete a la verga. No mames. No mames, no mames. Ay, mira.
Despite his fear, Beto made sure to keep the camera rolling long enough to prove what he was seeing wasn't a trick of the mind. Aware of how quickly eerie content spreads online, he decided to upload the creepy footage to TikTok and soon got attention of many viewers online. For Beto, the haunting may have faded, but the memory lingers. 13-year-old Spanish girl Sombra loved filming makeup tutorials and sharing them online. It took weeks of pleading before her mother finally agreed, on one condition: the account would be closely monitored and managed by her parents. What began as innocent content, however, soon took a dark and disturbing turn. Notifications started pouring in from viewers claiming they had seen a door mysteriously moving in the background, accompanied by strange, unsettling sounds surrounding Sombra. Alarmed, her parents sat down to review the footage, hearts pounding with dread.
Bueno, me puse a grabar porque estoy escuchando cosas. Entonces, el crimen. Me manché un poco. Uy, quedaron súper bonitas. Abajo también. No entiendo por qué. Mejor me hago rápido y yo me voy. Es que chicos, yo estoy sola. Voy a ir a ver. Voy a ir a ver. qué angustia. La verdad no sé. No sé por qué es así, pero bueno, voy a acabarme de hacer rápido, pero el pelo. Yo como que me voy así peinada porque la persona así.
To their horror, the viewers were absolutely right. The video clearly showed unexplained movement and faint noises that sent chills down their spines. Convinced that something supernatural had latched onto their daughter's online presence, Sombra's parents didn't hesitate. They immediately shut down the account. They believed that whatever entity had been captured on camera had been drawn in by the growing attention. And they weren't willing to risk inviting something darker into their lives.